weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is a very special, near and dear holiday to my heart personally. As somebody who has lost people that were active duty, as somebody who has lost friends that were veterans to that struggle, I think it's really important to keep in mind that Memorial Day is not about the people that are still with us. It's about the ones that are not with us anymore, and it's about remembering them. So I know that this is a very somber day for me and Jax. It's a very somber day for my father. It's a very somber day for a lot of us. I'd like to remind everybody, please don't say Happy Memorial Day, because this is a day that tears a lot of people to pieces while they're remembering their fallen heroes, their loved ones. But other than that, we are going to have a very informative live today, you guys. I do want to throw this live up in memory and in honor of all of those that we've lost. We appreciate your service. We appreciate your sacrifice. To all of us that are still with us, although this holiday may not specifically be for you, I know that it's really hard on you because you lost your brothers and sisters. So I do want you to know our hearts are especially and particularly with you. Rest in peace to Aaron Lee. Rest in peace to Jax's father. Rest in peace to so many others. If there's somebody that you know who lost their life during the service of this country or the struggle that they had after, please throw up their name in the chat so that they can be a part of this and we can remember them and show them some love. Other than that, I'm glad that you guys are with us. We're going to be talking about a breaking story that just popped out. This is absolutely crazy. There's a couple different prison breaks that are going on right now, but I chose to speak on this one first, because this one actually is a little bit simpler than the other one. The other one is very complex and it's still in progress, and I'm going to be doing a full length with a full synopsis on it. But we are going to be talking about the chief of police from Arkansas who was convicted of murder and grape without the G. And he got, I believe, 30 years in prison. And he just broke out of prison. So there's some crazy and stunning details on that. Absolutely shocking. Huge shout out to our mods. Thank you for being here with us on this holiday. Thank you to everybody in this community for spending some of your Memorial Day with us. Thank you to Jax, my partner, for being here and everything that she does to enable me to be able to get so much stuff done. There's only 24 hours in a day and I use about 28 of them. And I wouldn't be able to do it without my beautiful wife and her sweet, sweet cheeks. So
who's also using 28 hours of the day.
Yes. So we're going to get into this. This police chief's name is Grant Hardin. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that I have this on Do Not Disturb so that we don't get disturbed, because if somebody calls in, it'll absolutely sink our live right now. So here's a breakdown of the provided text. Abby, love you so much, sis. There was a terror-style attack here in the UK today. Children are among those hurt. It breaks my heart. They have prevented an attack last week, too. I am so sorry to hear that. Was it another knife attack? I am so sorry. Big love and respect to everybody and the families that were affected and the communities that were affected. Guys, I want you to know something. It is not just the people who were directly there who were affected by these things. I remember full well when the Thurston school shooting happened, how somber and horrific it was for everybody in our community here. A car. Damn, bro. They did the Darrell Brooks. Yeah, that's gnarly. So I want to point this out, and I don't want to use these types of situations as an opportunity to push any type of agenda, but I just want to point out human nature, like basic human nature. I know that a lot of people make fun of the U.S. because we have gun rights and, our Second Amendment. They actually mock us for having a Second Amendment. Evil people are going to use whatever they need to use, and they're going to hurt people, and they're going to do evil shit, bro, because that's what creatures do. That's what evil people do. They do evil, harmful shit, whether that be with a knife, whether it be with a stone, whether it be with chemicals or cars or trucks or box cutters on fucking planes, my guy. It doesn't matter. Law-abiding citizens having the ability to defend themselves is important. And that's something that I will stand on. So let's get into this with this. This dude is named Grant Hardin. He was a former police chief in the town of Gateway, Arkansas. And his crimes and sentence, he was serving a 30-year prison sentence for first-degree murder and an additional sentence for the rapins. He was a rapist. He escaped from the North Central Unit Prison in Calico Rock, Arkansas on Sunday. That was yesterday, my guy. I told y'all this was breaking. His escape method was he used a Department of Corrections makeshift outfit designed to mimic law enforcement. This was not a standard Department of Corrections uniform, and all department-issued equipment has been accounted for. So this dude literally found a way in there to create a fake CO outfit and uniform. That's crazy because they don't give you access to the same color of fabrics and materials. If you're working in the laundry, sometimes prisons will have laundry where you can go and get your clothes repaired, but they're never going to give you access to the same color fabrics as the COs. So it's really weird to me. I wonder if he figured out a way to dye the clothing that color. Christy Hughes, I adore your time and love and prayers from Vegas. Yo, we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, sis. I hope you're having a good day out there in Vegas. That's really one of the only things that I could think of. Because they have security procedures for every possible contingency in prisons. Pierce, I applied for college last weekend. Hell yeah, buddy. Get it, man. The current situation is Hardin is currently at large, and authorities are urging anyone with information to contact local law enforcement. The Stone County Sheriff's Office considers him extremely dangerous. Officials are investigating how he was able to escape and how he obtained a makeshift uniform. Somebody's going to get in trouble for that. I guarantee you somebody's going to end up in trouble for that shit. And I want to let you guys know, if you're in Arkansas and you see this dude is literally a rapist, bro. If you need to call the cops on this dude, if you see him, call the fucking police on this bitch, bro. He's a whole bitch. He's a convicted rapist. It does not make you a fucking... We need to lose this whole idea that getting dangerous people out of our communities, where innocent law-abiding citizens are, is going to in some way, shape, or form make you a snitch or a rat, bro. Here's the thing. You can live as a criminal and a gangster, and you can hold that code, and you can continue the damage to our communities, and more than likely end up just stuck in a cycle where you're fucking yourself up all the time. Or you can do what needs to be done to protect women and children and the elderly and disabled. And I know what I'm going to choose every single motherfucking time, my guy. And y'all can feel any type of way about that. I'm going to be totally fine with however you feel about me on that. I'm not here for anybody's approval. So if we have issues with each other on that, it is what it is. You're welcome to not fuck with me anymore. But I'm not going to let somebody who fucking attacks women and children, elderly, disabled, anything like that, and hurts them with their fucking penis to remain on the streets. And if I can't get them one way, I'll get them any fucking way I can, because they need to be removed from the streets so they don't have the availability to hurt more kids and women. And that's just how I feel about it, man. Hands down, flat out. So this dude, they don't know where he is. He's an escaped first-degree murderer and rapist, and he's out there on the streets. No, death murderer, I am not talking about fucking Mexicans, dog. What is... Well, let me compose myself. I just got done with the workout, and I haven't had my... Trust me, I do this fast. Pinkies out, bottoms up, bitches. Ugh. It's hard to guzzle shit like that. I hate the word guzzle. Why did I say guzzle? Oh my God, I said guzzle. Ugh, I chugged it. It's hard to chug something milky and creamy and thick. I shouldn't be saying these words.
Airgun Shooter Syndicate, tomorrow is 13 years clean and sober. Congratulations.
What?
We're so proud of you.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. That's beautiful. 13 years is a huge deal, man. Congratulations. Somebody said something about gravy, guzzling gravy again. At least it's not guy gravy, bro. It's whey gravy. And whey is made out of I don't know, yak piss or something. Babe, what's whey made out of?
Oh my gosh.
I drink it all the time. I don't know what it's made out of. I eat it in a powder. Yeah, bro, trial junkies. 13 years is huge, right? It's amazing. So Keaton said it's made out of milk. I'm sure that it's made out of some sort of, that's the thing, is that I'm super lactose intolerant. So I'm surprised that I don't soil myself. I really am. It smells like I soil myself sometimes because, you know, it gives me the gastrointestinals. Y'all ever get the gastrointestinals from the dairies? I do.
So whey is the liquid remaining after milk has been curdled and strained.
Blind Vision says there's no lactose in the wheys, and I'm gonna believe them because that's the homie. Pierce, I applied to be a personal support worker. That's dope. Hell yeah. Abby also says there's no lactose in whey. See, my people know. We all poop our pants sometimes. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm going to tell you that as an adult, it is a very rare occurrence that the JD sharts. Rare. Not unknown. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I never come out here and lie. I'm not going to act like a big tough guy hasn't had a mistake.
As the person who does all of the laundry, I'm going to say nothing.
It was that one fucking time when I had food poisoning. It was coming out both ends. I was like one of those sprinklers. I was oscillating. It was a bad deal. I don't eat BJ's anymore, by the way. God, that sounded so fucking gay, bro.
I was just joking. Listen, when you're sick, you'll never get shamed.
Facts. If
you're sick, I'll just take care of you.
I just said I don't eat BJ's, and people are going to think I don't mean the restaurant. They're going to think that I mean something else, because it's been a really sus live so far, you guys, and I apologize.
And that's all you, boo.
Steezy, what's up? Just got sober house manager position, 11 months clean. Yo, congrats, homie. That is beautiful. I remember when I got there myself, and it was a fucking huge accomplishment, and I loved it. It's a really exhausting job. Mentally, physically, spiritually, there's so much entailed, but like it is so rewarding, and I'm really proud of you for taking that on. What a huge thing. Okay, I have to say this correctly. Linenken Dougal von Doofenfucker. I love your name, and I say it wrong. The first part I say wrong. It's impossible for a grapist to escape a prison after being wood chipped. See, they didn't follow the procedures, JD. They need to learn. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Like, they're always going to be a risk until they get chipped. Once they get chipped, we can release them back into the wild, homie. You know, you hurt a kid, you do PP crimes, you go through the chipper, you are redeemed. You are saved on the other side of the chipper, my brethren. Demons out. Hallelujah. God damn it, I feel good about that, babe. That sounded pretty good, right? I should start a church. Or a cult. I should start a cult. Y'all want to be in the cult of the chipper? We got the chipper tribe. Now we could have the cult of the chipper. Chippy hungers, y'all. It's time to feed. Ooh. That sounded like a constipation oof. Gray Eyes Aussie. Sending love from Australia. I love the energy you've got, my dude. Thank you so much, bro. I'm so jealous. I wish that I could get to Australia. I wish that they would let me in. It's funny that a place that started out as a badass prison colony now will not let any felons in. It sucks. But, it was funny because I was talking to Mercules the other day. For those of you who don't know, Mercules is one of my all-time favorite rappers. Great dude. He's family to me and Jax. Him and his fiance are incredible. His whole crew, his DJ, his security guard, Willie, is an absolute gangster. Love those guys. But he had trouble getting into Canada, or to the US from Canada. And he also has trouble with the Australia thing. He just did a tour in Australia. A lot of it, he said, has to do with if you are connected to biker MCs. Other places outside of the US have different types of task forces for anybody who has connections to clubs like, whether that be the Outlaws or the Hells Angels or the Pagans or the Hells Angels or the Mongols or the Hells Angels. So, like, I would have double, triple problems getting into any of these countries, bro. Mr. Mello, drink the juice. You're amazing, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Mello. Big love and respect. So, yeah, I do not think that they are going to let me into some of these other countries anytime. My nips need a BBL. Babe, can I get a BBL for my nipples? BBL nipples. Ooh, BBL nipples.
I think that would just be a regular boob job.
Well, I don't need a tit job. I already have nice titties.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing, sweetie, and you don't.
I'm sorry, bro. I never want to let any of my community down, but I don't think a BBL for nipples is a thing, man. I don't think it is. Maybe I'll consult a medicinal doctor.
I don't know that much about plastic surgery, but I would be surprised if that was a thing, but you don't need anything done.
We'll call Sis. We need to call Sis anyway.
Yeah, we do.
She's probably got the best surgeon in the whole world.
She knows all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Who I would ask.
IFV, you the man for saying no to Mr. Beast. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, though. The whole thing is, shit had to be done, man. Because I can't, there's certain people I can't ride with, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I saw what he did with that whole thing with Delaware. Mr. Beast putting a registered child sex offender in content for little kids. My kids was watching that shit, bro. My youngest knows if I say, hey, you remember Delaware in that Mr. Beast episode? He goes, yeah, I remember him. Why does my kid remember a fucking convicted registered fucking chomo, Jimmy? Jimmy knew. I get mad every time I think about it. Every time I think about it. Syakriel. I'm going to mess up your name. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Jax, do you know how to pronounce that?
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Mr. Beast is a creep too, bet. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together, bro. Chimos and punks and rapists and rats, they all got each other's backs. So, you know, when I see him purposefully, knowingly hiring somebody who has a fucking little kid on his belt with a conviction and registered, that tells me what I need to know. Intellectual iconoclasm. Have you heard our savior of children, the good Lord Chippy? His swirling blades shave the sin off of the flesh from the soul, one turn at a time. And if you put it on slow mode and let the blades rust a little bit, it gets the job done even nicer. Feet first, down you go. The other side, you'll be mulch. That's a direct quote from one of my songs called Wood Chipper. Awesomely enough, you know, who would have guessed? Michael, thank you so much, bro. Big love. He knew what he was doing. See, everybody in here is like, he knew. Everybody knows he knew. The council, feet first. Yes. JD, what do you think is going to happen to Wes Watson? Look, man, here's the thing. I just released another full length on Wes Watson. If you want to watch it, you guys, please go and subscribe to my clips channel. It's called JD Delay Reacts. My son Graves works really hard on taking the best parts from the lives and clipping them out so you don't have to spend like a whole hour watching to be able to get the good stuff. He basically is in charge of that channel, but I did a full length about Wes Watson and his newest thing. His latest crash out was some super racist shit, man. Super not good. It's not cool at all. And the thing about it is that he's going to go into prison in the state of Florida. I 100% believe that he's going to get hit with some time on this. And we're talking about the assault at the gym. And if he goes in there and they've seen these clips of him talking crazy, racist stuff, calling black people monkeys, and all of this stuff that he's been doing online, like this crash out is crazy. And it sucks because honestly, he started out on some positive shit when he first started. And I've seen him attempting to make a circle back around to being positive, but he just can't stop with the weird shit. My pink watch is gay. So the color of pussy is gay to you. What a fucking airball, dog. What an airball. The color of pussy and girls' nipples is gay, brother. You prefer the color of cocks? The fleshy color of cocks gets you off, brother. Big hard ones, nice purple veiny throbbers, brother. Hell yeah, man. That's what I want. You're a fucking weirdo, guy. Pink's one of my favorite colors. Fight me in real life. You won't, bitch. So yeah, I think he's gonna go in there and he's gonna have trouble. And it's not just gonna be with the inmates, bro. Because if you know anything about Florida, there is a lot of big, burly people of color that are correctional officers, sergeants. They'll knock your fucking teeth out of your head. They'll come in at like 4 a.m. and they'll smash you out in your cell 4 or 5 deep. Like straight up. Like that shit happens. Anybody who's done any time in Florida knows that shit happens. So I think that, if you want to see it, you could go and watch it on the JD Delay Reacts channel. Just uploaded it today. But I put the full length on there because I just got tired of talking about him on here. I don't want this to be like any one hater channel. And it didn't feel like a true crime thing. So I just left the call out on that over there. Although I do feel like it'll definitely affect, and we talk in depth about how I think it'll affect his prison stay when he goes to prison. So please go and check out the JD Delay Reacts channel. Black Wolf said, big fan, I like your videos. Well, I love you, Black Wolf. Appreciate you. Dawn Williams, I love you, sis. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Somebody said I was triggered by the watch comment. I don't think you understand how bricked it gets me to be able to talk shit at people, bro. Like, I love that shit. I love that shit. Talking shit, flaming people, but I try to be spiritual. I try to keep some higher ground shit. I try not to be petty. The good Lord and I have a deal. Me and the good Lord up in the sky, we have a deal where I get to be petty twice a day. So if you come on here and talk shit to me and I talk shit back, I'm having fun. I truly am enjoying myself. And it's cool, bro. Like, I'll fucking wash your back while you wash your feet in the shower, dog. I'm not mad at you. We could still be friends. Very close friends. Ken, what's up, man? 100% disabled veteran dealing with the shit case I'm 100% innocent of and starting to want to give up on almost 8 years of sobriety. Ken, let me address this. Let's stop because this is really important. Ken, I need to tell you that there's not a single problem in your life that you cannot make worse by drinking or putting drugs in your system. Because it's not going to make the problem go away. What it's going to make go away is it's going to make your ability to be present and deal with the situation 100 times harder, my guy. Your problem's still going to be there, and you're probably going to compound it and make more problems. I don't know about you, but I'm real good when I'm faded at making more problems for myself. So please, stay lined up, bro. Stay lined up with your recovery. Stay lined up with the positive people in your life. I understand, trust me, believe, bro. I'm facing some shit right now. And the hardest part isn't when they sentence you. It's leading up to when they sentence you. Because it's that unknown of what's going to happen. That's the hardest part, bro. So I feel you. We're in this together. Kasumi said, virgin, proud of you, dog. Save that shit for when you find your one true. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there for everybody. Pop up COD, Call of Booty. Nice. Yo, that one guy, 82, 7 months, no drugs or alcohol. Hell yeah. James Cameron, next Monday is my birthday. Happy early birthday to you, brother. Hell yeah. Ken, I want you to see all the love that you're getting in the comments from this community because this is the most insane, incredible community ever. Seeing all of these people give love and support to you, bro, it makes my heart happy. And I hope it makes your heart happy too. What do you think about Rex Humerman, the Gilgo Beach killer? I haven't looked into that shit enough. And I know that's crazy to say. There's some cases that I just haven't had time to check into. And that's one of them. Turtle, JD, were you ever into psychedelics? Hugely. Psychedelics were my motherfucking pajama jam, bro. I loved psychedelics, but not as a drug, not ever to get fucked up. I used psychedelics as a tool to realign myself and to get out of like a small-minded mindset. If I felt like I was in a rut spiritually, emotionally, or mentally, I used to do psychedelics and in nature. so that I could realign with what was truly important and remember how fucking infinitesimally small I am in the actual universe. And you actually named out my favorite one. Ever smoked DMT? Absolutely, and it changed my life. I had a fear of death because I grew up with so many people who died around me. I was terrified of death until I smoked DMT, and I actually completely left my body and had an experience where I have not feared death since. So yes, 100%. It taught me some incredible lessons. Tundra Jason, thank you so much for that support, by the way. Coming from a family full of police, concealed carry or CCW workers, and a police chief, and married to a direct descendant of Bonnie Parker, we all love and appreciate you, sir. Yo, thank you so much. Big love to y'all. Big love to y'all. I don't know if you guys understand the full scope of this. I was a career criminal for like 20 years, dog, and I damaged every community that I went to. I was walking fucking damage, bro. I hurt people. I hurt the people that I loved. I hurt myself. It was just sheer chaos and everything. And these days, I actually work with SVU units. I work with crimes against children units. And it's a huge departure from everything that I have ever known. And I help people that are struggling with substance abuse. I used to need to like hit a meth bong to go to bed and hit a meth bong to wake up. And now I help people that are struggling with that same darkness and dependency that held me in slavery. Straight up slavery, dog. That's what it was. I was a slave. I was a punk ass bitch to little tiny bags. Well, not so little tiny, but to bags of shards and powder. And I love where I live today. And I'm so graced and happy to be here. Jason, would you ever compete in the Florida Man Games? Hey, check this out, my guy. So look, the shirt that I'm wearing, Undiagnosed, is from my friends at the Unsubscribed podcast. We have been talking to the dude who runs the Florida Man Games. I'm talking to him on Insta about us going out there and doing the Florida Man Games next year. We want to do a cops and robbers hide and seek type of thing. Get angry cops out there. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be pretty incredible. So yes, 100%. Duka, giving you an Aussie tenor as I have Jason won earlier. Much love, mad respect, fuck Diddy and fuck Wes Watson. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Big love and respect to you and all the other homies out there in Aussie. Abby said, I saw a sign saying not to give geese hallucinogens. Who is giving the geese shrooms? I'm going to tell you as somebody who, when I got out of prison, I went to work almost immediately. I got a job for Lane County Parks, which is where I live, is Lane County, Oregon. And for there to be signs put up, somebody has to have done something more than once, because signs are not cheap to get made up and everything. So yeah, somebody was definitely doing that dumbass shit. I don't know who, but there's always somebody out there stupid enough to do stupid shit so that we have to put up signs. The other thing that I learned is nobody reads the fucking signs, my guy. They're totally futile. Arizona said SVU, you mean Special Victims Unit? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. I like to get people who hurt kids put in prison for a long period of time. And I don't give a fuck what people think about that. I've worked with Chris Hansen in the Blount County Sheriff's Office. I've worked with the FBI. I've worked with local authorities here and got a guy who was on TikTok bragging about what he was doing with kids. We got him hemmed up. He's doing 30 years in the motherfucking feds, dog. Because when they actually checked into him, he was making child pornography out of all the kids he was abusing. And he took down a whole ring with him to get time off his sentence, and still got sentenced to 30 years, I believe. Benjamin Frank, 2 years sober today. Thanks for being an inspiration. You are an inspiration, my guy. You are an inspiration. We are all in this together, and I'm so proud of you, dude. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Butt Knuckles is back. Yes. I always get so happy. I fuck with that name so heavy. Finally visiting my brother in Florida. What a world. Staying home alone today, but have the pew pew nearby because Florida. You're not wrong, dog. You're not wrong. I almost always, except for like my last couple years in Florida, out of 10 years, I always had a pistol, dog. It wasn't until I got sober that I stopped carrying pistols. And I got the charges to prove it, my G. I 100%, I was about that gun life in Florida. You have to stay gunned up, bro. I would rather fucking deal with fucking a court case than deal with somebody carrying my casket. My God, this place is insane. Yeah, I love it. I miss it every single day. Shout out to the police officers who have to manage some of these people. And, you know, I really, I want to get into checking out that new shooting. There was a new shooting that just dropped, like a fucking mixtape out of Polk County. And you know, Sheriff Grady Judd is gonna have said some crazy shit. Because they shot at a deputy, and I'm pretty sure they filled him full of holes, bro. So I need to check that out. Stay safe out there, butt knuckles. It is like a mixtape, bro. Florida is like the fucking SoundCloud of the US, bro. It's crazy. What do you think, Jax? As a Floridian native.
I want to be like, hey, but at the same time, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. Sheriff Grady Judd is the most gangster ass fucking Wild West cop ever, bro.
We love him.
Not Austin, bro, said, I found Jesus in prison in Florida, man. I'm going to tell you right now, I was on the floor in a boat. You know, when they're overcrowded and they don't have room, they don't have beds left, they have these boats. It's like a little plastic shell that they put a mattress in and they put you on the floor. And there was a fucking, one of the shot callers for the Zos. They are like a Haitian gang in the state of Florida, actually sat and prayed with me for like hours, bro. I was at one of the lowest points of my life, and me and him were about to fight. And instead of fighting, he said, man, let me talk to you. And he had homeboys with him. He said, everybody leave. We were in the same cell. It was a 6-man cell. I was the 7th man on the floor. And this dude took the time to speak to me in a way that I could understand. And my life was changed that day because of him. So I'm eternally grateful for that dude, man. 305, big love to you, man. I know you're probably in prison right now, but if you ever see this, I know y'all got phones in there, man. 305, if you see this, I fucking love you, bro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you taking the time. So Georgia State Roleplay said, JD, what about SSG Justin Timothy Gallegos? Who's that? Who that is? It sounds familiar. I'm not sure exactly. So I don't have an answer for you. You notice how if I don't know something, even though I'm a man, I will say I don't know. I never have to be that dude who feels like he knows everything. If I see a comment and I start reading it and I realize I don't know the answer, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, man. It's okay not to know shit. I know some shit, and even the shit that I know, I can always be more educated on. And I have bad takes sometimes. I know. You guys let me know and you educate me and bring me up, and thank you for that. I love you guys. So on October 3rd, 2009, Justin was a sergeant serving with Troop B, 3rd Squadron, 61st Cavalry Regiment, Task Force Destroyer in Kamdesh District, Nuristan Province, Afghanistan. Well, he sounds like he was a good dude, man. I just don't know a whole lot about him. Putnam County is about as backwoods as it gets, Steven. I feel that. That was the weakest burp ever. What happened? Failure to launch. All the cops are crooked as hell. I got out ASAP. I have respect for all the Leo, but not Putnam. Well, you know, there are places where it's real bad, brother. I got to tell you. You know, there's some of them, you know, I like Alabama, bro. I've got homies in Alabama that have completely rehabilitated their lives and still have issues with the police, bro. Not because they're out doing anything wrong, but because Alabama has some real bad cops and they have some real good cops too. But, you know, it depends on where you go. Donnie Drum, favorite Grady Judd quote, he was asked why a cop killer had been shot 56 times. He said, because we ran out of bullets. We would have done more if we could. I love that quote, bro. I've done that video. Shades said, how do I become a mod in here? Probably best I'm not. I'll be like Charlie Murphy was with his brother, Eddie Murphy, jumping on people over the slightest disrespect. Well, love you, bro. I love you, Shades. I appreciate you so much, my G. Big love and respect to you, man. Somebody with some Russian-looking name said I look like a cop. All right, cool. Cookie? Cookie? What kind of cookie? You like them soft or you like them nice and hard? Do you like your cookies hard, brother, or crumbly? Mm-hmm. Show enough. Hold on. I'm going to show you how much I don't look like a cop. I'm so triggered right now.
You're not. You're
Motherfucker said I look like a cop. I'm so big mad.
You're having so much
You're never
fun.
going to say that to me again after this. I'll show you, brother.
With the hat.
Do I look like a cop now, brother? Huh? Do I look like a police now, brother? Huh?
Oh my gosh.
Hell no. Don't ever say I look like a policey. God damn. You want a hot cookie dog? Yeah. Hot dog flavored cookies for him, Brandon.
With raisins. Are you just going to hang out with that?
I'm so gonna hang out with this bitch on, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Bro.
Oh my God.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it. So like, look, man, if you really think that's an insult, bro, like here's the deal, because somebody else said definitely cop vibes, 100. Here's the thing, bro. I used to give meth vibes, bro. So I feel like it's a step up because I've definitely done some fucking. I've had some crazy vibes before, bro. So it's all good. I'm out. Freedom checks. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You're loved, bro. You're loved. And again, it's all love to you. It's cool, man. I honestly, I don't take it as an insult. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. I take care of myself these days, brother. I just got off the weight pile and shit. Mm-hmm. My uncle was a cop and then later a bodyguard of the mayor out here in Colima. Is that how you say it, Jax?
I don't know.
Well, you're always on that thing. Jax is always doing the, what is it called? Duolingo.
Okay. Can I tell you, I had a delivery ordered. Where were we? We were in Bend, right? And
yeah.
I had to order some stuff for the room on delivery. And this poor lady called me up because we're at the hotel and she couldn't figure out where we were. She didn't speak any English. And I spoke fluent Spanish when I was little, but then moved out of Miami and was raised in Broward, so I understand more than I can actually speak, and I'm trying to give her directions, and it was a total fail because Duolingo has not taught me how to explain buildings of hotels and like where to go on what side of the river. It was so funny. So the only thing I was able to tell her is, my husband is big. Look for the big man.
She found me. She found me.
And it
worked. Hey, Cremit 10, thank you so much, homie. Like, this message, first off, the support is huge, but the message, bro, that touches my heart. Hey, JD, I love your message. I was never abused, but I dated the most wonderful woman that was. I'm an Army vet that got blown up in Iraq and have my own stuff I'm working through. 34 ID. Cremit, so much love and respect to you. Thank you so much for your service and your sacrifice. I appreciate you so much. Dude, big love and respect to you. Thank you. And thank you for that support, man. That helps out so much. Did you ever do time in Land O'Lakes? I don't even know what that is, bro. Isn't that a butter?
No, that's a place in Florida. Okay.
No, I never did time in Land O'Lakes. Someone come deport me to Fiji. I'm with you, Mike Blanco. Let's go, bro. Deport me somewhere tropical. Somebody asked if I'm still doing the treatment thing. Yes, absolutely. I go once a week to outpatient treatment because back in 2013, I got a DUI for marijuana. And it is a prerequisite to get my driver's license back legally and officially in the state of Oregon that I do these classes. So even though I am a recovery coach, a peer support recovery specialist, a smart recovery facilitator, I own my own recovery coaching business and I've been clean for almost 6 years. I have to do this to be able to get my driver's license back. And You know, it was a little bit daunting at first when they told me that I had to do 13 weeks of this because I used to teach these classes to people in Florida. You know, if you got a DUI in Daytona Beach, you had to come see me and do 13 weeks worth of classes with me. And that's just for your first one. If you got more than one, it goes up to 18 and goes up from there. So I spent 2 years teaching these classes. And the classes, let me just say that I'm not a huge fan of the style of the way that the classes are run. It's all very textbook and not super therapeutic. I prefer to use a lot of like cognitive behavioral therapy and group interaction so that people get drawn in and everything. But I'm going in with a positive attitude because I'm sure that if I'm there, God has a reason for me to be there. And there's something that either I need to hear or there's something that somebody else needs to hear from me. There's a purpose behind it. There's a reason that I'm where I am where I am. So I just do the best that I can. Volkolak, Volkolak. Yeah, dude, thank you so much. You were amazing too, and I deeply appreciate you. Huge love to you. Official Riviera. Hey, JD, I was in the military, 3ID. I messed up, and I want you to watch a video of how do you think we can make that happen. Which video, homie? Which video? Tell me what video. Pissed Off Canadian, you are definitely going to improve their program. You know, here's my thing is everywhere that I go, I try to find the opportunity where there's one person that I can say something to that's going to help them. You know, if we can help one person everywhere we go, then that's amazing. Staying Man, a felon wearing a police insignia though. Come on, JD. Come on, what? What are we coming on? Diddy's nipples? That's weird. It's weird for you to want us to come on stuff. I have like the fucking sense of humor of a 12-year-old, bro. It's terrible. I look like Farmer Joe. Brother, I got this hat after a Jelly Roll show. I was feeling myself. Sisters Oregon, shout out.
Oh, yeah. That's when we got our hats.
Yeah.
We
So,
have matching cowboy hats.
if anybody is wondering why I have this vest, I have this vest because it's great for making skits. I don't know if y'all have ever seen any of my short skits where I pretend I'm a cop pulling me over or pulling a crackhead over. I like it when I pull crackheads over because crackheads say the darndest things. But I like to do skits and dress up. I have inmate outfits. I have correctional officer outfits. I like to have fun with it. Do you like Falling in Reverse? Tim Moy. Ronnie is a homie of mine, and I love his music. And also on like just a real shit level, he's a really cool dude, man. I know a lot of people have a lot of smoke for Ronnie, but he's a fucking good dude, man. It's so hard to quit crack, but not impossible. Jose, 100%, I've seen miracles when people decided they wanted to walk away from crack cocaine, bro. Are you a real police? Diddy needs more oil. Your fucking name, dog. Your fucking name. No, I cannot be a real police. I have 58 felony convictions on my record. But I can wear this, and it's not a crime because I'm not actually impersonating an ossifer. If I was out trying to give people tickets or pull them over, that's against the law.
But we're home.
Yeah, no.
It's okay. He's never worn it off our property.
I use this for skits. Ghost Rider, wood chipper fuel, cleaning blade funds. Love you, homie. Appreciate you. Freedom checks. Can you take the vest off? It makes me nervous. I absolutely can. It's a little bit sweaty in this bitch. Do you have a gun? Diddy needs more oil. No, I am a convicted felon, sir. Like I just stated to you in your last comment, I'm a convicted felon. I'm not allowed to own a gun. That would be illegal, bro. I don't do illegal shit. Come on, man. Woof. These things are heavy even without plates, my guy. Let me just tell you, we did the story about the cop who almost drowned trying to save some people, and like the 15-year-old kid had to save the cop too. This shit is fucking heavy even without the plates. I'm not allowed to own plates. As a convicted felon, you're not allowed to own anything to defend yourself or defend your home or defend anything. You just kind of, they want you, if you're a convicted felon and somebody comes and tries to fuck you or your family up, they want you to spit on your asshole and spread your cheeks for them. That's your constitutional rights if you're a felon.
But I am not a felon.
She's not a felon.
I've never been arrested.
Yeah. She is not a felon, and she's working on her concealed carry permit.
And I'm also from Florida, so I don't feel bad if you put yourself in that position. That's on you.
And Graves, my 25-year-old son, is also not a felon, and he is a concealed carry holder. So, he'll fall asleep with his shoulder holster on. Official Riviera, look up State Boys, Army Soldier Ruins Career, please. I will do. Thank you so much. Let's see. We've gone. Oh, shit. There's a lot of chat I missed. Don't forget the lipstick. I don't know. I think this dude's got fantasies about dogs.
Oh.
My wife is a felon, sadly. Cameron, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Nah, you getting clapped if you break in. Tim's trying to clap cheeks. You break into Tim's house, he's gonna take your cheeks, bro. Fair game.
That's a different
fair
kind of
game,
weapon.
bro. You come into somebody's house, breaking in. I'm gonna assume you're there to do them harm, bro. And if you get your little fucking balloon knot all fucking penetrated, you shouldn't have been there, bro. Joe Saunders, you might not be the police, but I would think that you would be a great consultant. Yes, you have great insight. Well, I appreciate that, man. I couldn't do most of their job. I wouldn't be able to help them with most of the stuff, but I would help them with child offenders and sexual offenders. That shit is something that I feel completely comfortable about because pedophiles are not people and they're not protected by any convict code. And I like to get them sent up to prison where the boys can give them extra breathing holes in their neckafists. Court WA, you got a P.O. box? Because I want to send you Kansas barbecue goodie bag. That sounds amazing. I can't toss the P.O. box in the chat right now.
I can.
But Jax will. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bing Bang Bosh. Hello, JD. Keeping it real. Peace. Love you, homie. JD, you matter and you are loved. Justin Cameron, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dead Beard said, 95-pound pit bull is my home defense. Fuck around and find out. As much as I love my dogs, I don't think they're good home defense. We got a Boston Terrier and a French Bulldog, and they'll lick you. That's probably about it.
Actually, Moxie would bite someone, but she's small.
Yeah. Jared Jones said, I grew up with a felon dad, brothers, and friends, drugs and street stuff before joining the Army. Knowing both sides of the coin makes me appreciate your content more. Truth without the fake BS. Big ups. Yo, thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate you, and I love you, man. And thank you for your service and your sacrifice. I think the thing for me is, bro, is just that I don't ever want to push nobody in the wrong direction. Like, I've been given a big platform, and I take that very seriously. I never want to do anything or say anything that's going to push somebody in a direction that does something fucked up, like sends them to prison or causes them to relapse or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been down that road, my guy, and I know how empty it is. I know how meaningless it is, and I know how harmful that shit is, man. So I just try to be positive and real. I'm not out here trying to say that I'm a gangster. I'm not anymore, bro. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a son. I take care of my parents these days. We moved across the country to be able to take care of my parents. You know what I'm saying? So, really, like, I realized I can't have one foot on one side of the street and one foot on the other. I have to decide the man that I want to be. And the real most gangster shit that I ever did in my entire life was turning my life around and trying to help other people not end up the places that I've been. Because the places that I've been fucking suck, bro. Trial Junkies United said, JD, your dog's farts could take some people out. Yeah, that's absolutely facts. They don't do it on command, unfortunately. They usually fart when they're relaxed, which is usually when they're cuddling with me or Jax. So they'll just like open the whole fucking floodgates as soon as they lay down with us. It's horrific. It's horrific.
They're so cute. no. Oh, Dr. Draylight, thank you so much for posting the address. It took me way too long to find it.
You fucked around and got hit. It's been a hot minute since I fucking blocked
Ooh.
anyone. That was fun.
Ooh,
I don't normally do that. That's great. Dog farts are the worst. Just Abigail. There's something intrinsically different about a French bulldog's farts. They do not process foods in a way that's functional, bro. It just comes out the other end all fucked up, bro. It's the worst. Twinkie Vega said, I love you, man. You're scary and funny. Keep it up and have a good night. Yo, I love you too, homie. And Somno Rob said, Coke or Pepsi, JD? I don't drink soda, man. I drink energy drinks. I'm currently drinking a White Monster because I'm completely out of the Echelon energy drinks that the Fat Electrician has started selling. And I love those. They're my new favorite.
Grace loves those too.
Yeah, absolutely. They're so good. FM said, thank you for what you do. Way more than what U.S. Congress does. Benefiting from trafficking and partaking. They sure do not speak out for kids. God bless. And you know what, FM? I really appreciate that. There are certain representatives that I respect. Specifically Representative Anna Luna out of the state of Florida. And we're mutuals. And she is fighting for kids. She's trying to make it federal death penalty for people who sexually abuse kids. It's a law that they have in Florida, and she's trying to make it nationwide. There are people out there, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I 1000% agree with you. Anthony Cavazos, what's up, my dog? How you doing? Hell yeah. Hey, JD, how are you? Good day today. Got to see a movie. I saw the new Lilo and Stitch movie. Stitch reminds me of me when I'm hyperactive. Bro, do you ever get the zoomies? I get the zoomies like the dogs sometimes. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. That's what's up.
Hi, I read that, side note, I read that the animators use inspiration from one of their Boston Terriers for Stitch.
Ooh.
And that makes so much sense.
Savannah Joe said, hi, JD. Thank you for being so educated and honest about addiction. You've helped me in so many ways, educating and encouraging others to get sober. Savannah, that made my heart so happy to hear. That's one of my favorite things ever to hear. I love you so much. You know, we were out in Bend, Oregon the other day with Mercules, and it turns out that there's a lot of crossover between the people that listen to Merc and the people in this community. And I got to meet some people that told me that my content kept them sober. Through early recovery. One gentleman in particular has 18 months clean, and he hugged me and told me that, and dude made me cry, bro, twice. He made me cry twice. And he made Jax cry too. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. I need to hear that stuff sometimes. I get a lot of fucked up comments and stuff like that, and I stay doing it because I know that there are people out there that every once in a while, I'll say something cool and it helps out, you know? Jared Jones, next time you do an event in Florida, I would love to attend and support. Jared, I love Florida. And honestly, I miss living there. And I'll come back to Florida every time I get the chance. Tim Moy, thoughts on Supplicade? You got me to where I'm at, man. Tim, I love you and I'm proud of you, bro. And here's the thing is my thoughts on Supplicade don't fucking matter. That's the first thing I want to say. What I have to say about Supplicade or Suboxone or Methadone is irrelevant because I am not your service provider. I am not your doctor. Nobody has a right to have an opinion about what you're doing in your recovery besides you and your doctor. And if you have a sponsor, your sponsor. But I support it. Personally, I support it. I think we need to use everything in our toolbox to keep people alive and to keep people from using street supply because we're losing people at record numbers. So I am proud of everybody who is using MAT treatment, but never ever let a motherfucker's opinion about what you're doing to stay in recovery affect your opinion of your own recovery. Because it's your opinion that matters, and it's your opinion and your doctor's opinions that are gonna keep you alive. So keep doing what you do and know that personally, if it matters to you, you have my full-throated support, bro. On throat, my G. I love you and I'm proud of you. Anthony Cavazos, I wanted to get hammered one time, but first off, I don't want to feel the hangover. Hangovers get worse the older you get too, bro. Secondly, I hear alcohol is like a truth serum when you're drunk. With my OCD questioning myself, I wonder what might spill out, something evil. Bro, I don't think you got a lot of evil in you, my guy. I believe in you something serious, and I don't think you got a lot of evil in you. I just have never really seen alcohol. Alcohol has not ever fucking done anything positive for me. I've never seen it do much that was positive for other people. It might numb the pain to help you get through and stay alive in certain situations, but like it comes at such a cost, bro. And it's literally a poison. That's the effects that you're feeling are poison. Now, there's people who can responsibly drink. I'm not one of those people. But there are people, and I never look down on somebody for what they do. I have friends that work hard and get off work and they drink a 6-pack every fucking night and they maintain and they're living their best lives. I take it to an unhealthy place. Dominar said it only takes a spark to reignite the flames of recovery so it can spread and engulf you and others for a better life. Be the spark, Dominar. Bro, probably the most fire quote that you've ever put up, and it's from you, my guy. I love you and I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Infinite Process, I'm responsible. And there's so many people out there, like people that have addiction issues are honestly, we are the minority. There's most people can have a couple drinks and they can walk away and not have it ruin their fucking lives. Myself, I'll ruin my life with it, bro. So I just have to not start because I don't got brakes. God gave me freckles, not brakes. I'm Irish. Debbie Donovan, JD, you're such a nice thug, but honestly, those in the program need help. This is amazing. Thank you for saying that, and I 100% believe that those in the program need help, and I hope they all get help. I did the 12 steps in AA, and then I did the 12 steps in NA, and then I found my home in Smart Recovery, and I still have a sponsor in AA and NA, and I still talk to them, I absolutely fucking love those programs, but for me, Smart Recovery was where I landed. Chris C, JD, I was locked up in Florida with you at Lake Butler, and you helped me while I was there. Chris, I would love to take any type of responsibility for helping anyone, but I've never been to Lake Butler, my guy. So it wasn't me, but I love you, and I'm glad that you're doing good, man. I appreciate you so much. Reaper's Garage, AA makes me want to drink more. AA doesn't work for everybody. NA doesn't work for everybody. Smart Recovery doesn't work for everybody, but there's a different program for different people. There's never going to be a one size fits all to help people in recovery because we all have different core traumas. We all work and process things differently, and we all have different goals. So as long as we're expecting one thing to work for everybody, we're going to keep losing people along the way. Just like you're saying, Reaper's Garage. Whatever works for you, I'm going to fucking cheerlead, bro. I'm going to get the pom-poms out. I'm going to wear that fucking mini skirt thingy. What's that called?
Hold on a second.
And I'm going to cheerlead for whatever works for anybody. Airport Snatcher, huge love to you. Thank you so much. Tennessee TV, rehab didn't work for me. I had to do it on my own. If you don't want it, you will never quit. And that's facts. It's different types of shit, man. It's different types of shit for different folks. Justin Cameron, JD, thoughts on the Celebrate Recovery program? That's the program that helps me the most. If you want a faith-based program, I think Celebrate Recovery is a great program, my guy. I absolutely support anybody who needs that. There's Celebrate Recovery. There's Refuge Recovery for people that are into Buddhism and meditation. There's something for literally everybody. And that's what's beautiful because we need different things to work for different people. I feel better. Hell yeah. Chris C, we were definitely at a unit together because I remember you. I don't forget people. I'm sorry to tell you this, Chris. I've never been to Lake Butler, homie. So I don't know what you got going on, bub. I love you very much, but I've never been to Lake Butler. It's never happened. So that wasn't me, my guy. I wouldn't be on here lying to you. Nixon Sniff. Love you, JD. I love you too, Nixon. Appreciate you.
I'm sorry, the name.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was
At least it's not Biden Sniff, because we know what that was about. Transer Z, love your content, my bearded brother. Ooh, 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 ooh. Love what you're about to. God bless you, man. God bless you, Transer. I appreciate you. Huge love and respect to you, my guy. You guys, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go eat me some dinner for Memorial Day. Please do me a favor and just take a minute out of your day to remember those who gave all. Everybody who's joined the service gave some, and some gave all. And please just take a minute to give some love to those people and remembrance to them. Dominar said, struggling with addiction. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Dolly Parton. God, Dolly Parton's the queen, bro. Huge love for Dolly. Huge love for each and every one of you guys in the chat. We're going to be back at you soon this week. Until the next one, one love, baby. Be good or be good at it.